What is going on, people? It's Nidge here from Nidge Players, and welcome to the first episode of this Real Betis FIFA 14 career mode save. Wow, that was a bit of a mouthful, but yeah, we're going to try and take the team that finished rock bottom of La Liga last season, 11 points behind second from bottom at that as well. Really did have a pretty freaking terrible year last year, and try and take them into one of the finest teams that Spanish football has ever seen. Yeah, it's not really going to happen that way. What's going to basically happen is we're going to try and take them to the top end of the table this year and then see if we can break up that top three of Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid and Barcelona next season and try and win that title. But as you just saw, we're actually in the Europa League as well, which doesn't help our cause. Not a bad group, Spartak Moscow being the other standout group in that standout team in that group, sorry. But yeah, the career mode actually starts off with some pretty bad news, as you're about to see. Their star man, great player on the game, Bneat, leaves the club. And that's a hole that we're going to have to fill in straight away. But if you just, I'd appreciate it if you'd join me for a moment's silence to honour Bneat and his fine service that he did for Real Betis. So yes, not the ideal start that we wanted there, seeing Bneat go. I'd actually forgot that had happened in real life, but nevertheless, we dust ourselves down and get on with it. You'll see here the Bulls just set us our initial targets for the season. To finish in mid-table in the league, which I'd hope is easily doable, to be honest. I hope we'll be doing better than that, and to get to the semi-final of the Europa League, and that one I really couldn't give two craps about. If we do well in the Europa League, it's a bonus. If we don't, meh, doesn't really matter. You'll see here I'm just flicking through the team to find out who our key players are going to be for the season and seeing if there's any hidden gems in the team. And you'll see here that our first player that I think is going to be the key man for the season is Juan Verdu. Probably going to be the direct replacement for Bneat. Got pretty good free kick stats, and his passing, dribbling, vision, all good key stats that are going to be vital playing in behind that striker as we're playing a 4-2-3-1. And that striker is this man here, Jorge Molina. Very slow, but he's 6'2". He's got 91 strength and decent heading with a 4-star weak foot, so he's going to be a bit of a tank for us up front, hopefully. We all know heading this year in FIFA is a pretty strong aspect of the game. It's very OP, so if we can utilise that, then that'll be happy days. But our weakest position in the squad, I think, is central defensive midfield. So we're looking here at perhaps bringing in Jonathan Dos Santos along with a backup striker, perhaps. Meacham and Morata, the two players I was really interested in perhaps bringing in. But with the budget that we were given to work with, I don't think we'll be doing too much, to be completely honest with you. You'll see these are the few players that I got down on the short list. We were looking at perhaps bringing in a goalkeeper as well, because our current goalkeeper is not that great, but that's not too essential. I think he could still do a job for us, and CDM is definitely the main priority, and that's why we're going here for Jonathan Dos Santos, and he's our main target. With Dos Santos being transfer listed, you'll see I actually go in with an initial bid of 1 million, despite the fact his value is 2 million, but as you'll see unfold now, Barcelona are really holding out for that money. Why Barcelona? I do not know, because he's a player that they're never going to use, and God knows, but it just turned into a bit of a frustrating time, to be honest. Offered 1 million, punched it up to 1.5, still rejected it. Actually, then punched it up to 1.8, they still rejected that, and then in the end had to meet the complete value of the player, which was 2 million. Little bit annoying, but he'll be worth that in the long run. He's a young player and he's a decent player as well. We did have an offer back there as well for one of our backup players, Sevilla, I think is how you pronounce his name. Not a first team key player, but he's still someone I was keen to keep hold of, being as though he'd be pretty decent off the bench. But yeah, you'll see now that's the 2 million bid I have to put in for Jonathan Dos Santos that actually gets accepted. But now we head into our first friendly against AS Monaco. I played pretty much what I thought was our first choice team, sorry. I didn't want to mess around, just try them out, see how they played. But you'll see here we started pretty well, decent shot, decent save, and then we got absolutely hacked down on the edge of the box here. And AS Monaco are about to learn, if you give away a free kick on this game around the edge of the area with me involved, it's probably going to end up with one result. Okay, maybe not that time, but I'm telling you now, if that was Bneat, that was a freaking goal. Verdu, he's got stats in the right places. We will be scoring free kicks, I am sure of it, but yeah. Next chance comes our way, some nice play in the middle of the park, and it's actually, you'll see a good ball in from Castro, plays in Reyes. I don't quite know what this touch is here, but we'll take it. Cuts it back, and it's a freaking god-awful miss from Molina. The player who about 2 minutes ago I was saying, oh yeah, great heading, he's going to be really good up front for us, headers are really good on FIFA this year. And then he does that with his first big chance. What a letdown you are, good sir. But after all these chances, I actually thought that we were going to concede here, but we get away with this. Look at this. Oh, dearie me, I didn't want it. Tried to play it to the centre-back and he just didn't want it. Just fancied a bit of banter, clearly, and thought he'd give Monaco a bit of hope. But as you can see here at half-time, Monaco haven't actually had a shot. They probably should have done better with that one, but yeah, got away with that. But we're still on top and probably deserve to be in front. You'll see here as well, second half, the chuck on Berbatov. Why? I don't know. He's slow. He's old. I can't see him scoring against us here. But yeah, you'll see second half, we carry on with our dominance. Decent start. Why didn't I cross there? I don't know. Went for the shot from some ridiculous angle. Got a corner, but nothing comes of it. And then I decided to chuck on some of the better younger players that we had on the bench. Fedeo and Cedric, two pretty nifty wingers. Sort of Ram and Lamb. I'm going to be playing them. But yeah, hopefully they'll have some pace to get at the defence and get some balls in, and hopefully Molina can win some headers and actually freaking score this time. But you'll see, we actually chuck on Rodriguez, sorry, not Molina, but before that actually happens, Ruben Castro gets the ball there in the wing. What a pass this is. There's that 91 strength coming into play, and boom, 1-0. Finally the dominance pays off, 1-0 up, and there is only going to be one result from here now. Taking the lead, and that is a win for Real Betis. Lovely little move, like I say, and it's good strength and a good finish from Jorge Molina up front there. He's about to be subbed off, and yeah, good performance from him all round. Like I say, could be a key player for us this season, but here we go. Monaco having their first decent attack of the game, whipped in. Why must you mock me, Berbatov? Why? So, having worked so hard to finally take the lead in this game, we end up being pegged back with their first real effort on goal. Pretty common occurrence on FIFA, but wait. Is that all that has to be said and done in this game? Yes, yes it is. Missed that chance and it ended up finishing 1-1. Not the best result, not the worst, but that'll be the end of the first episode here, and I hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe and all that other good stuff. I shall see you next time, people. Nidge out.